Rachel. Okay, I bet you're wondering, wow, it took her a really, really long time to reply to my videos. I will tell you why. I think I saw, I spend a lot of time in Greg's room, and I don't know, like, normally whenever I make your videos, I make them in my room, or, like, when I'm by myself or something, just so I'm not in his room talking to myself, you know what I mean? Like, a crazy person. So, I think I was in his room whenever you posted the videos on my wall. Excuse me. So I saw them, but, like, I was like, okay, I'll just listen to them later, you know, whatever, and then make one. Well, that was, I mean, how long have your videos been on my wall? Like, a week? Maybe not that long. Emily's been gone since Friday? Okay, so it's been, like, maybe 4 days. They've been on my wall, but I just haven't looked at them. But I watched them today, and I made notes! Okay, so you talked about, like, the 2-day classes, how, like, everyone, like, 3-day-a-week classes are 50 minutes, and then 2 days a week is an hour and 15 minutes, and then, like, 1 day is 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that. Okay, well, ours is kind of like that, too. Like, I have a class that I have 2 days a week that's an hour and 15 minutes long, but then I have a class that's 2 days a week and it's only 50 minutes long. So I think it just depends on maybe, like, how many credits you get and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it depends on, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so, because it's such a big campus, I mean, I'm sure yours is like this too, but because it's such a big campus, I haven't been to any professor's office hours, but I just email my professors, you know, like, email them, they email me back, everything's done. Well, I skipped class on Monday. I skipped all my classes except for anthropology on Monday. So, I emailed my teachers, and I was like, you know, I missed class, sorry, tell me what we did in class, and I will get caught up. I emailed 3 professors, and I got nothing. Nothing back from them. Nothing. Not an, okay, not a, go to hell, not a, nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, I was pissed. Like, do your professors email you back? Because normally mine do. But, I guess that day they were just like, okay, we're not going to email you back. Sorry. But yeah. Okay, and you talked about how, like, everybody else can pick and choose their own classes. But, you know, you were like, well, you know, I have this program set where I have to take certain classes every semester for 4 years. And I have that same exact thing. They set it up at the beginning of first semester, I think. Like, I went and met with my advisor, and she was like, okay, these are the classes you need to take. And it's like, once it gets into my 4th and 5th year, it's like all education classes and math classes. Like, that's all it is. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah. So, I mean, I have that too. Okay, so, whenever you're talking about your 6 classes per semester and everything, like, I only have 5 classes per semester, and I hate it. But, you're like, well, I have 6 classes per semester, and you were like, I might be able, or, how did you say it? You were like, I might be able to balance it out. You know, I think that's how you said it. And I thought, I was waiting for you to be like, yeah, if I take 6 classes per semester for a couple semesters, I might kill myself. Like, that's what I thought you were going to say. And you were like, be able to balance it out. I was like, that doesn't work for me. Alright. Okay, we have this thing. It's a mid-semester help class. And you take it to, like, boost your GPA because you're either going to get an A or an F in it. And it's a 6-week class, and it's all online, and you take quizzes, like, every day for 6 weeks, I think. There's, like, 40 quizzes, but you can drop 10. Like, you get the 30 highest quizzes. So, yeah, and, like, I was just wondering, you know, like, if you had that, because, I mean, it really can boost your GPA, but I don't know why I thought this would be relevant at all, but, you know, just whatever. Okay, and then how you talked about how Brandon's class from 7 to 1 is like being at school. But can you imagine sitting in one class one class for 6 hours? Like, I know people have, like, 3-hour labs and stuff like that. Excuse me. I cannot imagine sitting in a classroom for 6 hours. That would be awful. What if you have to pay? Or, like, what if you... Because, I mean, the class starts at 7 a.m. So what if you, had a late night? And that would just be awful. I mean, even if it is a cooking class, you can only cook for so long. Like, that would... Oh, God, it was crazy. And then you talked about Josh. How nice he dresses and stuff. And, you dress nice all the time. And I hate you for that. Just because you just look so pretty all the time, like with your little jewelry and your cute little shirts, and I don't even know. Yeah. Okay, so whenever I clicked on the one link, it took me to your YouTube account. And, like, how they have the suggestions, like, oh, you should look at this video next. Well, whenever I was looking at the first video, it was, like, the part 1 or whatever, and I could see the other 2 parts on the side of the screen, and then it tells you how long they are, and the one was, like, 6 or 7 minutes. Like, the first one was 6 minutes, the second one was, like, 7 minutes, and then the third one was 9 minutes. I was like, oh my god, a 9-minute video! But yeah, and then you were talking about breaks. Oh, because, like, I think you said you have an hour break? Did you say you only have an hour break? I think, maybe. I don't know. Like, with us, because I live on a different campus than, like, all my classes, it takes me about half an hour to get to class. Sometimes. I mean, the longest it'll take you is probably about 30 minutes to get to class. So, last semester I had a 2-hour break. And I would come back, and I would eat, and I would get a shower and leave. And most of the time I would make it to class on time. I don't know. I can't get to class. I just can't. I don't know what it is about this semester, but I cannot get to class. Like today, I skipped my one class. I had one class at 11:30, and I skipped it today. It was calculus. You would think I would have learned my lesson. Apparently not. Oh my god. Okay, so for my Spanish 203 class, we have to write a composition. And, well, we had to write a composition. I already wrote it. But we had to write it about a vacation or something. I don't know. I have a lot of editing to do on that paper. But yeah, so you had to write it about a vacation. And, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to write this paper. I'm just going to drop the class. So I tested into Spanish 102, which means I only skipped over Spanish 101. And if I go to this building and fill out this paper or something like that, I can get back credit. And I think the foreign language classes are like 3 credits apiece. And I need 12 credits. Maybe they're 4. That would be awesome. I think they're 3, though. But I need 12 credits altogether for foreign language. And it has to be in the same language for my major. So I was like, oh, God, I can't drop the class. And it just sucks. It sucks knowing that you can't drop a class. And that you'll have to eventually retake it. You know what sucks even more? Even though I can get back credit for Spanish 101, okay, so that's 3 credits, then I get Spanish 102, Spanish 203, and I have to take Spanish 204, and I don't want to. I just want to be done speaking Spanish. Dumb. Aw. Dang it. I wrote, because I was talking about Alice in Wonderland. Dang it. And I wanted to put on the little 3D glasses in the video, and I think they're in Greg's room. I don't know. But yeah, about that movie, the one thing that I didn't like was, like, I couldn't understand him all the time. I mean, it wasn't just him, though. It was everybody in the movie. Like, some of the things they just said, I was like, what did they say? Like, they should have captions for that movie. Because I'm sure that the things that they said weren't really important, because, like, I don't know, you could pretty much figure out what they were talking about just from the movie and stuff. But I wouldn't know what they were saying. Like, I paid a lot of money to get in that movie. I wouldn't know what they're saying. But yeah, and you were talking about the strawberry water in your dining hall. Ocean water is Sprite.